Just
Yeah.
like I'm pretty sure we've seen you talk to the
probably
fucker.
talk to the
Or
rat,
at least feeding him.
yeah.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah,
He
that's a
rat
lot.
introduced him to my bag.
He lives in my pocket, for fuck's sake.
when the rat was
Yeah,
swimming in Gouda.
You did introduce him to Ushter's bag and pockets at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, he's been in every nook and cranny of Worcester.
I
Nice.
am concerned by
Ugh.
that statement.
Especially
Thank you.
imagine
The
South
fact
Park
that
episode.
Oscar didn't notice makes that immensely impressive.
Hey, Roscoe is as good as I am, okay? We're a team for a reason. He's not just any rat.
Whoever is having their phone having a stroke, please.
And kill it.
Someone's phone is
Oh.
literally
Just go ahead.
beeping every 3 seconds. Chill.
It just got hooked up to the internet.
Yes, because I don't my tablet every day, every moment of life.
Right, here we go.
White chocolate oatmeal cranberry cookies.
Well, there is one way that I could get into the vault, but I need to be really close to it, and I don't know if it'll work.
See,
Okay.
I don't think we should do that.
But yeah.
Because it's you going into the vault alone. It's
There's
you
a
going
point.
into the vault in general.
To be fair, the choices are
Look,
me and you going into the vault.
here's the idea I have, okay? So, everyone in the world essentially knows that Phineas is from nobility. Correct?
Kind of.
Yes.
Not
So-
everyone, but most people, yeah.
Most people would
But-
know that he's a noble.
But infamy, am I infamous or famous, Max? Really
Your
quickly.
last name is known, your name isn't.
Okay, alrighty. That's good.
Now, here's the thing. People know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And as part of my backstory, I was integrated
Bless you.
into like noble society. Like that's my backstory. People know me as a noble because that's the role I played for years before leaving that whole
Shindig.
like thing after my husband died. So people also know me as noble. No one really knows that I steal shit for a living. So we can essentially get in without without people batting an eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a good way to get everyone in would be we go together and then we'll have, Ushter and Illidan be our bodyguards and Helithana just, chilling.
Are we planning on bidding for it? Because
not
if
to not
so,
again.
I say we go there, we stake out the area, see where everything is, what we gotta do. We'll try our best to outbid it. And if we don't, then we'll just rob the fuckers that get it blind.
we probably won't, because we know it's the Warringtons who are betting on it, and they're crazy rich shitholes who just love
That's
spending money.
fine. But if the crazy rich shitholes lose their purse,
What if they
If-
draw a card? And that's a bad thing.
but what if they happen to lose their wallet on the way?
So you mean we get the second highest bid? They can't pay,
They can't pay it.
but they probably have a lot of equity and say like, "Oh, we got robbed, but we can go down to the bank and get money."
Yeah,
You know,
but that's not how auctions work. Auctions work up front. You know?
true. And we do
Alright.
have those really nice bars of gold.
Yeah, we'll just like whip out a bar of gold, like, haha, you have equity, great. What? Gimme.
We have cash.
I have cold, hard gold. Suck my dick.
I'd like to remind everyone we are on stream.
So that's what I would like. That's what I was
Okay,
thinking would be
we'll
the
go the
best
backup.
way to go. Okay.
This is, by what we're understanding here, a very powerful artifact,
Mm-hmm.
considering of what it's capable of doing.
I mean, yeah.
Therefore, we get an even bigger target on our back. So, how about we play a safer game?
Mm-hmm.
You go in without one of us.
Okay.
I'll stay outside.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to delay your cousins the best I can. For you to try and actually purchase the item.
We could always knock
We-
him out.
I
we
will
don't
then
know
rob you.
how far into the bid it is. So that
I
you
will
know.
then rob you of the item afterwards. We'll meet up back at the monastery, where I will give you the deck of cards, and in case somebody tries to follow you, they would know that you were robbed, so they won't be following you as a group looking for the cards.
Okay. I'm done with that. That's a good idea.
That gives us a backup plan just in case somebody is trying to follow us.
Alright. For people that
So-
may not understand what the fuck's going on, would anyone like to explain what happened during last week's session?
Ben, I'm shit at this, so someone go for it.
I've done this every single time.
Because you're good at it. Roll for insanity. Catherine.
Where's my book? Where's my notes? Give me a sec. Ah, my notes. Can you? Ow! There we go. So, oh, I'm actually the one doing this. Okay.
You guys tell me. If I'm gonna do it, no one's gonna get inspiration. If someone's gonna do it, they're gonna get inspiration.
We need
Motherfucker,
inspiration.
this is the first time you're offering inspiration. Every time I've done this.
I'm trying to
You
keep
owe
you
him like
teased.
20 Jew shekels.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's go back to what we were doing last time. We were at the monastery. We were getting ready to leave. We did learn that the bars of gold are worth 35,000 each.
And we have
if
how many
sold
bars?
to a collector,
8.
we have a total of 8 bars. The collector, known of Derkim Oxford, is located somewhere north in the frozen waste, where he can purchase said items. I played a game. Well, we went to the new area where we will find the deck of many things, which is something we were trying to get our hands on currently,
On it, Alba.
one way or another.
How pronounced?
You, we're at the tavern planning our next move. I played a game of blackjack with a cowboy dude, who I owe a favor to.
And who knows you somehow.
These guys fought a mimic momentarily. We got
They
into
just
the room.
punched it.
We went to have a long rest. Phineas decided to use his Order of Dragonkind again, without anyone's acknowledgement again, without anyone's
Said
supervision again, almost died again.
again.
Illidan came in and saved him again,
Again.
and Phineas tried to kill Illidan again.
You did
So, yeah,
take
that's
my item.
Because this is the 5th fucking time I saved you from that fucking orb.
Well, that is true, but it has helped us every single time.
It
After
has
almost killing
killed
me.
you every single time. And every
Yes.
time you use it, you do it without telling anyone.
No,
Why
that is
do that?
incorrect. I told people and they went to sleep in the room.
You had
I
a
immediately
stupid-
said I'm going to be
you
using
had
the
a
orb.
stupid cat
That is
and a
true.
child cleric that was meditating.
I was asleep. Fuck
But
that.
you didn't
You
tell
didn't warn
shit.
me.
Well,
We were
no,
in the
I
other
told
room.
you guys. I'm pretty sure.
No, me and
No,
Ushta
you
were in another
literally
room.
did not tell anyone. You
Me and
just
Ushta
did.
were in another room. The only person
I will look through.
directly next to you was Natsu with his one hit intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely not
And
reliable source.
That is true. Especially since as soon as I started wigging out, you woke up, but you then hissed at it, I think. So yeah. Sorry about that, guys. It won't happen again.
That's all.
Yeah, okay.
We'll put a child lock
How
on the
many, times,
orb.
how many times has he said, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen again?
I also have a slight
Mm.
issue. I think I misplaced my gold coins.
No,
I can't find them in the info
you
screen.
gave them to me.
No, the inventory thing I have here. I don't know if anybody's looking at it at the time. You remember those doubloons? The gold doubloons?
Yeah, you had given them to me.
No, I gave you the pouch of gold, silver, and copper. The gold doubloons was something I've always had. Like, oh, there they are. Okay, found them.
No,
found them.
it's
Yeah,
there.
okay,
It's
I
just
found them. I
Yeah.
couldn't see them. I went through every single tab, through every single item, except the one tab it was not. God damn it.
Uh,
All right. So, shall I interject at this point?
Yes.
mhm.
For those that, by the way, want to have their webcam on, please feel free.
Hopefully next week.
Cam this week, so hey.
Hopefully next week.
All right. Along with all of that, you during the scrying thing, there was a Helatana who was asleep and a Natsu who was on feeble-minded still and was trying to take a long rest. That is what happened, and no one was notified of this Westwood. On top of this, you guys had basically left off for the night so that you could now decide what you wanted to do with regards to the deck of many things within the other room. The other location. You have a choice of trying to snipe it prior to the auction. You have the foreboding news, snippet of the news that includes the word Jiltrix in it. But you're not quite sure why or what. The newspaper, given that it had been just a smidgen and or a fabric of something much larger, you're not quite sure what to make of it. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
You had last looked at that paper yesterday, correct?
Yes.
Would it be
Yes, I
different
did.
today?
I take out the paper and have a look at it. Does it still read "Won by the Warrington Estate" and says Jiltrix on it?
Yep.
Right, so we still lose the bid, and Jiltrix is still on this. Oh, Jiltrix, you're on the paper now, by the way.
I'm not touching your evil little paper.
I can read out what it says for you. It says it
Is
names.
this something I would want to know? Well, then there's your answer.
Do we have an idea as to why the paper changes?
I don't know, man.
Well,
It's some
it's like
freaky future bullshit that
Is it affected by our actions, our reasoning, our movement? What makes the change in the paper?
well,
Because for all
the
we
last
know,
time I checked it, we were on the
this
boat.
paper might show us what will happen if we go and bid, but this paper may also show us what will happen if we do not go and bid.
the only thing the paper says is that the Warringtons win the bid.
Exactly, but there's no circumstances to it. It doesn't say who came in second. It doesn't say if we were.
It doesn't say that the item
It's
is
not a
stolen.
race. Who
Yeah.
wins the auction wins it. There's no second place.
Yeah, but that states,
Sorry.
that state whether or not if anything changes based on what we do.
Right there and then. Hold on, Shadow. I guess, but still,
Keep an eye on the paper as we're getting close to the auction, and we'll figure out if it changes. If
Look,
it does, that means something's affecting it.
Okay, here's an idea.
The outcome doesn't mean it's certain.
How about we get dressed? Phineas, wear your fine clothes. I'll do the same. Pelatana, Ushter, Natsu, you'll pretend to be our... What's the word I'm looking for?
Posse.
Escort.
Sort of, yeah. That. Escort, that's the word. You are the fastest here. By far.
I can get the
So
auction
what
plate.
what I suggest is get a cloak of in kind.
Yep.
Try to steal it now. If you don't, warn us. Or like we'll
Yeah.
have Phineas message you every 10 minutes to see if you're good.
I need to be within a certain amount of distance of him in order
Where's
to
the
message
auction
him.
room,
That's-
yeah? 45 minutes by walk.
I could cast magic on you, and if I'm close enough to you, I could cast a magic that might make this really easy. But I don't know if it works or not.
Here's
We'll
the
start with the
thing.
cloak.
Once we're in, we're still going to have to sit through the auction.
The
Because we
auction
don't
is
wanna
in a
look
few
suspicious.
hours. This is a reminder that the auction is in a few hours. You can go there and snipe it beforehand, meaning trying to give him an offer he can't refuse. Keep that in mind.
I'd say why don't I cook breakfast for us as an apology for last night?
Here's an idea. Okay. I am gonna go scout out the city real quick before the auction starts. It's in a few hours. I'm going to find a location where I can hide the deck of many things after I steal it. I'll come back. I'll give you a piece of paper that shows you where it is.
Why don't you try and
you
find
guys
a
go
lead
now.
box?
I have something that can keep it completely safe, but in turn it might not be able for you to open it.
Okay, here I have an idea.
I have
Hold
an
on.
arcane lock.
You go right now, try to steal the goddamn thing. If you can't for whatever reason, we'll go beforehand, try to snipe it before it actually goes out on auction. Maybe we'll be able
No,
to get
here's
it
the idea.
before.
Sure, you want to steal it first off, because that
Yeah,
thing's
we'll
going to be
try-
trapped to shit. There's
We'll
so much
try to
shit in
steal
there.
it first. We'll try to steal it first. I say we still sit through the auction regardless. Because you never know what we could find. We could find something that would benefit us greatly.
How about I finish my idea first before we start
I am
debating?
not sure what happened last night, so I'm a little bit confused. But if we sit at an auction after we stole an object,
Yeah.
wouldn't that make it risky?
But here's the thing, we're not going to go steal it. The only one that's going to go steal it is Illidan. And Illidan will not be sitting at the auction.
Consider me not part of the group for the time being. Here's
I
But
see.
I
idea.
still think we're going to go there no matter what.
Let's hear Illidan out.
I'll go check the streets. I'll find a drop-off location. In the meantime, you guys go, offer him a bid, see if he takes it before the auction. If he refuses, come back here. We'll meet up. I'll give you the location of the drop-off. I'll go and steal it,
Wait,
and you guys go to the auction and buy it.
hold up. Wait, that's a slightly bad idea because if we go provide a bid, the bid does not go through, and then said item is stolen,
Yeah.
then we are the last people
Yeah,
to
that's what-
inquire about the item.
Yes, but
so
you will
we're
also
screwed.
be the people at the auction actively trying to buy it, so you will not know that it was stolen in the first place.
But
If you did not go to the auction to buy it afterwards, that makes you look guilty. But if you go to buy it and actually actively bid for it, they won't suspect
Alright, well
you.
then, the term of events need to be
Which
me
is
and
why I
Jiltrix
won't
and
be
a
there.
bodyguard. Me and Jiltrix and a bodyguard need to go in, inquire about the item, place a bid. If it doesn't go good, we go out and we stay in the parlor. We stay in the foyer or whatever. Fucking Illidan can go and do his magic sneaky stuff and try and take it whilst we're there. So if anything goes super far down, he has a way out.
I also need a few minutes to find the drop-off location. I'll mark it somewhere on the map and I'll hand it off to you guys.
before the auction starts, I'm assuming the place will be open so we can go look around at everything that's there.
Yes, you will
So
basically be able to find a clerk who will be willing to help you. No questions asked. Obviously, don't do anything shady.
I mean,
I
I
need
try.
your assistance, however. I need two things from you.
Me?
I need your forgery kit and your disguise kit.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Phineas, I need the cloak of elvenkind.
Here, I give you one. How many are we needing of these?
Would you
Currently,
change
the one.
the
Keep everything else for you, just in case you guys need it.
I
I'm
have
the only
two
one that's gonna be
cloaks.
helping.
I have two cloaks and my enhanced arcane focus, which is just a general preference of mine to keep. at the
Okay.
moment.
You guys figure it
So,
out. I need one more thing.
yeah.
A deck of cards.
A deck of cards. I believe I should have a deck of cards.
If I'm not mistaken, you guys did have one from the ship, so you can just basically swap them out with that if you need to.
Yeah.
Wait,
Phineas,
hold on.
I need
If you
you.
draw the cards from where they are, you will draw the cards. Now we don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Well, we know it's a.
Switch out the decks.
I'm switching out the decks. Here's what I need you guys to do. You're gonna go there. You're gonna look at the deck of things. Phineas, I need you to message me and give me the description of what the deck looks like. I will then
The
use
back of the deck, yeah.
Yeah, I will then use the forgery kit to make this deck of cards look the same as the deck of many things,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will swap them out by hand as I pass by. If I manage, I
Big
will slip
thing.
out and I will get it.
Here's
I'll
the
leave the
thing.
deck at the
By
drop off.
swapping them by swapping them out of the deck that they're in to a deck that you have, you are drawing the card.
It's
It's swapping the entire fucking box.
Ah, right. Sorry, Phineas is still mind fucked from that brain goop.
Why do you give me the description of the box?
Mm,
I will use the forgery kit and the disguise kit to make this box look as similar as possible, and I'll swap them by hand. If I get caught, then so be it. I'll be the only one that gets caught. You guys will still have the chance to actually purchase the item
You can always
or
get
try
it.
to steal it again afterwards,
Yep.
if need be. But right now, it would be better to lose just one person than in the entire group.
that is true.
Alright.
And besides, I have fish sauce, which might help me escape anyway.
Sprays it into
Do
the
you
eye
have
of their
those
enemy.
firecrackers?
Hmm?
Do you have the firecrackers?
I do have firecrackers too. I am prepared for that.
Do you want anything? I've got a ball bearing.
I have.
So I
You
hand
want a
you my
bomb?
disguise kit and
I don't think carrying your bomb will help.
Well,
a
no.
bomb might
Like,
help.
ignore the bomb, the other bomb, I guess. But like, I can just give you my magic item, and if you place it somewhere, I can make it explode on command.
Can you make a
Unfortunately, you won't know where the bomb is when I place it down, and you don't know when should explode it. So it's not going to be useful.
True.
However, there might be something I can use. Not sure who has it exactly.
What do you need? Why don't we use the cheese golem?
No. We must never name him.
Hear me out. We'll just pull out the cheese golem mid-auction, swipe the cards, and bolt.
If you
Not
really want
so.
a distraction, we also have that brackish creature sealed in a jar.
Not
That
I could potentially call upon dragons as well.
There is one more thing that can be very, very useful to me right now. So, does your ring require attunement?
I don't think so.
Can you confirm, Max?
Your ring does
Ring of Mystic
require
Step.
attunement at least of 1 hour.
Which I can get as I'm running around and doing the whole plot,
Mhm.
so that's fine. May I borrow your ring? Specifically, just in case we're not on the same page, the ring of Misty Step that you have.
Yes. Okay.
Wonderful.
Just make sure to get it back.
Don't worry, I'll leave it with the deck of many things. Everything will
Well,
be at the
just-
drop off.
I'd like to add a thing for you. If you want, I could create a magical space that will allow you to hide from people for a good hour or two. Like no
Could be
one will be
useful.
able to go in there, and like the only way in or out, you could make it disappear. I begin explaining to you the magic spell called Rope Trick, which I create a rope that goes into an extra dimensional space in the air, 60 feet up, and you can pull the rope into it and hide in there.
Okay.
But I need to place it where you're going to go or somewhere.
the best place
Drop
for
off.
that. Either the drop off or right in front of the auction house.
It's
Yeah,
a-
walk out and
It
disappear.
Walk out and
say,
vanish.
it's a 60-foot rope that flies into the air.
Yeah,
We
but
need
you're
to
going
hide
to
it.
vanish regardless.
Keep it handy
It's
for
true.
yourselves, just in case you guys need it.
We
I
could
can
put
get out of
someone
sight.
in there, and
I
they
can
drop the
get
rope
out
to
of
you.
sight pretty easily.
Guys, if you want to convince to make a, I don't know, some kind of offer to get the cards. Sorry,
Mhm.
hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
To get the item. I have suggestion. I don't know if that would be useful.
Go
What do you
ahead.
mean?
Anything is
Well,
useful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning that use a suggestion to make him accept.
Yeah. What's
Is that a
the
spell
DC
where they
on
know
that?
you're casting magic?
No, I believe that's friends. I do not believe suggestion has that.
So you'd like suggest something to them, they'd either go along with it or not?
Yeah, that was the idea. If it is
But DC 12 is very
What?
possible.
Yeah, but it's still helpful. It doesn't matter if
I
it's failed.
suppose.
Because
If it fails, do they know about it or no? That's the
That's the
question.
problem.
would they know if it fails?
no, they will not.
I could potentially cast Blink, which
No.
allows you to travel into the ethereal plane.
Darkness.
I am going to say this now for the sake of my mental health. You guys have currently wasted 2 hours of the morning.
Oh my god.
Okay, we start walking. I just fancy clothes donned, and
Yeah,
guys, we need to go.
It is currently 11 a.m. You begin making your way.
Max, I'm gonna use my ability. So your city secrets to get there is twice as fast. On my
Okay.
own.
So,
By all means.
for the record, just
And on the meantime, I'm walking around. I want to have a small piece of paper on my hand from the forgery kit, and I'm going to mark down a drop-off point, somewhere secluded, somewhere where I can hide some items
That's fine.
out of sight.
All right,
So,
you do so.
just
What?
everyone's on the same page. And I'm sure that we all get this. So Phineas and I are going to be rubbing elbows with nobles. Helithana, Ushar, and Natsu are going to be playing as our escorts, correct?
Yeah.
I assume.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
And for the time being, you do not know who I am.
All right,
No,
you have to
same-
specify what.
highlight.
Can you please specify what specifically you're hiding?
Me?
Yes, you said you are going to make a drop package. Are you putting a specific amount of items in it? Are you dropping just gold?
Right. Putting anything in this right now. I'm just marking on a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
where I'm going to leave the deck of many things after I steal it.
Roll me
Make me a
an
map.
investigation check. Like, roll me a general investigation check around you to see where you're going to be putting stuff.
That's a 15.
15?
Yep.
Whoever phone that is, please put it on silent for Christ's sake. With a 15, you're able to basically see that behind a tavern by the name of the Marinated Eel, there is a dumpster half full. Don't think like modern day dumpster, it literally is just a pig trough. In reality, where they just throw out like half-eaten shit, and they actually do have pigs in the field, which eventually go and consume from it. You can see there are like odd pieces of cutlery inside of the horse trough as well, more than likely accidentally thrown in, which they've never bothered to pick up.
Yeah. Good enough. I just make a map.
By all
On
means.
my way, if I see back to the auction,
Mhm.
if I see any of the guys from the group, I'm just gonna hand them the map.
By all means.
Discreetly, though, yeah?
Yeah, discreetly.
Roll me
They'll
first
be like, hey, yes!
First and foremost. Firstly, roll me a stealth check. And then please follow that
okay.
up with a sleight of hand check.
Okay, then I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace,
Okay.
as I done, and I do have the Cloak of Every Kind.
So you
So,
auto succeed.
Advantage.
So that's a 37 to my stealth.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, rogues, man, rogues.
Oh shit.
Mhm.
Ranger.
No, that's an
Ranger,
18 though.
It's a ranger, motherfucker.
That is true, man, and that's surprising because that's rogue
And
level
sleight of
stuff.
hand is a 21.
Okay.
And if you could just let me know who I actually give the map to.
You pass it over towards Jiltrix.
Wait.
To the auction.
I forgot. I had like jewelry I stole off of Joko. That might be worth a lot of money too.
Yeah, you've had that in the code. You're the only person that knows about that shit.
I forgot. I know. I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, only Phineas knows. Shit.
That's why I never brought it up or anything.
You stick your hand in your pocket and you feel a slight prick as one of his earrings like just tucks under one of your nails, and you're like, "Fuck! Oh yeah, these exist."
just begin putting some of his rings on my fingers. Like,
Oh,
I would not do that.
constant.
No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
no, 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 no,
Oh.
no, 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 no,
no, I
no, no, no,
said
no,
it.
no,
I
no,
said
no.
I put
Yep, you did.
one. I put one.
You put
I
one. Roll me a D100 for luck.
Jesus Christ, why do you just
Simultaneously the smartest and dumbest character on our group.
like this? It's only
Sorry, it's a 51.
I
It's a
swear.
Listen, as soon as
51.
I said it,
Okay,
51.
it's 51. I am allowing you guys to see the dice tray. If I roll under a 51, the ring you put on is a cursed item.
That's my dude.
Oh,
please.
sorry.
That's 20 something.
No!
Yeah.
Alright.
Why are
GG,
you
guys.
like this?
Listen, it pricked. I was reaching into the cauldron. I pulled out a ring. And, God. It was just my brain spoke, not Phineas.
Okay.
Luckily for you, you have a cleric that actually has the remove curse ability. Unlike when I got cursed, where she was too low level to actually get the spell.
Son, I'll do the thing.
What does... Is it... At least I know it's a magical item. Because usually cursed items are magical.
Okay, it is a magical item, it is cursed, and you basically... You have the David Bowie kind of thing, where one of your eyes dilates to a certain point, and your perception is +2 towards vision, but anything auditory, you now have -2.
Yeah.
So you can see better, but hear shit.
You can name this the David Bowie curse, I don't care, like, that's literally what it is.
Do you want to be healed?
Do you want to be Ziggy Stardust?
For now, I will be left as Ziggy Stardust. I actually have a better passive perception than I did before.
Remember, the passive
And I'm
perception is only
13.
visually, not auditory.
Yeah, this is kind of like IRL. I messed up my ear, so I feel this character at the moment.
Yeah.
Let's just save our spell slots. I can deal with this today. I'm very sorry. I won't. There's some jewelry of Joko in here.
One day I'm going to slap you so hard all the
You slap me every day.
At this point, you're
Whenever
questioning if it is his
slapping
actual
hard enough.
fetish.
It might be.
Probably
I'm
Genius,
is.
starting
how often?
this shit just
Genius,
to
how
get...
often are you going to say it? You're not going to do this, and you do it.
Every time, probably, because I'm sorry
Yeah.
each time. It's just I said it out loud as I was putting on the ring, and then I realized, oh wait, bad idea. Tried to pull it off, and now I can't hear properly. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Why would it be?
Phineas just looked really
fine.
sad today.
This dude, if I had
I mean,
a coin for every time he says sorry, I would be filthy rich.
Right?
Yeah. Come on.
Hey,
Not again.
come on. You can't really fault him for that. He's Canadian.
Sorry.
I love you, still.
Motherfucker, come on.
I'm
Phineas
sorry,
just
I had
looks
to.
extremely like saddened and mopey at the moment.
And has like this
It's
very
just like,
large, dilated eye now.
Are they
Like
both
his
dilated or
eyes
just
physically
one?
got
Just
bigger.
one. Like if you've ever seen like actual videos or like actual recordings of David Bowie, example Life on Mars, where he has one that's like really, really like large compared to his other one. That's kind of what you look like currently.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
All right. So
Come on, Bowie, let's go.
you guys keep on making.
I will say this as I will say this as Phineas. At least Illidan doesn't know yet.
Wait
that's
until
it.
he sees you.
I know.
All right.
It's kind of hard to miss.
Illidan will be jumping
Max,
back to you in a bit,
Yeah,
unless you want to do
let
something.
me know. No, just let me know when I get attuned to the ring.
It's gonna be a while, so strap in, get a coffee. Will be a bit.
Awesome. In the meantime, while this is happening, I would like to use my disguise kit
Mhm.
to hide my new hair, and I'm going to revert back to my old look for the duration of this entire thing.
Sure. We'll jump back to
Okay.
you. All right. We'll jump back to you soon. All right.
Just call me when you need it.
That's fine. مرام الكافيه. So, As the rest of you kind of begin approaching this large auction house, you're beginning to see that there's quite a stir outside. People in a very like posh clothing are beginning to kind of wait. Some of them are kind of like having a discussion. Some are on stools sitting around, having a barista, an air ganassi, who kind of is going around handing out drinks and other things, as there is a local cafe right nearby it, doing the best it can within the current time to appease those around him. So,
Okay.
as you continue approaching, Phineas, can you roll me a perception check? Remember, you have a +2. This is an auditory check.
You mean a -2 then?
No, auditor, not with your eyes. Oh
You mean
shit.
visual.
Visual.
Oh,
Sorry, I had a stroke.
Why-
I had a stroke. Visual check. Sorry, you have
Am I-
That happens to you a lot. Are you okay?
No,
So I have
no.
+3.
I need an adult.
It's my passive perception.
Oh, how much do you have?
11.
Did you not have any more plus to your perception prior?
Oh no, I have a +1. I have a 12 in my wisdom. So
Alright, that's fine. As you kind of like are kind of looking over the crowd, you do recognize a few faces, people that your family has mingled with prior, but no one particularly catches your eye. People in a crowd where you've seen before, kind of thing.
I nudged Jotrix. I said, "There's some people I've seen. Is there anyone you know?"
That's
Roll me a perception check.
what's my perception?
By the way, I imagine Helathana and Ushter are like fully kitted out, looking like hired mercenaries, like
Yeah, they're
Kind of,
armor
yeah.
and stuff.
That was not so. Like, you should be in full fucking.
No. Natsu, I would
Breed
say,
of them
should
will
be
murder you.
in the. No,
What?
Natsu should probably be in like the fancy clothes. So she looks like our butler, kind of. You know, like we'd have a servant if we're like rich people. Like,
Natsu's not happy at all.
mm.
Well,
Oh, come on.
suck it up, Buttercup.
Posh people's clothes. Ugh.
Listen,
Would you
we would
rather be
able
on
to
a
tell you
leash
to
and
go-
fully naked? That can be
Yeah, do
arranged.
you want? I can get you a fucking leash.
No.
Well, then put on the clothes.
Flashbacks to a few minutes prior before Natsu walks out in a suit.
Deb on years.
Hello, cutie.
Then there's God damn it, Aduke. Alright.
Fun.
I can't do that. I want to do it. I mean, why not?
That's
I'm
fine.
walking over the cat.
So what do you guys want to do? You can approach the auction house directly, or you can kind of take a seat and begin looking around.
Say we go to the auction house, try to get this bidder right the fuck now. Because
Should we maybe mingle and see what's happening about though first, or go head straight in for like get to Awesome where this item is?
You guys
I
tell
say
me.
let's go in now, try to place the bid, and then we can mingle later. We're
Just
gonna
just
be
to
here.
say one thing, we technically don't know that this thing is there, probably.
But we can ask
Because it might be a
anyway.
private auction. It might be good to figure out what everybody else is here for,
Yeah, but
like
here's
rumor
the
wise.
thing. Here's the thing. If these people are here, they probably know it's on auction, correct?
Not by force.
These
There are
people are-
items which are specifically put on secretly to basically gain more people that are there for the show to an extent. So basically, some people
think
may
that-
know of the deck of many things, and some may not.
I think I would feel more comfortable seeing if we can get it now and then mingle later. Get it now, then it's ours, and we won't have to worry about it.
So we'll just
Also,
walk
I
in there.
thought- Yeah.
Okay.
We'll walk in there like the smug assholes we are. It's fine. It'll be great. By the way, Max, I got a 19 on that perception check.
With a 19, you're recognizing a few faces which you've had to previously mingle with during your functions with your deceased husband. and one of them catches your eye. One of them in particular. A halfling with a very long pointed nose and a very oddly colored hat. It's similar to that of Burgundy, but it's very off-shade.
What can I remember about this guy?
You remember that he was someone that your husband kind of talked to privately, was more than likely part of the court itself, and on top of that, you didn't get much else out of him.
So I've seen him around.
Yes.
I know who he is. He knows who I am, but I don't know who he is in depth.
Mhm.
Okay.
So he's related to your dead husband who killed my father.
Oh, get over it.
Just what? No, I want to clarify that for the stream for future reference.
Yes.
If I swear at
Over it.
her husband, I already have been getting over it. I was in a pot with a sledgehammer already.
God damn it.
Hey, man.
Alright, so.
Let's see if we can get this goddamn deck of cards. But as we walk in, I want to walk right past them.
Okay.
To
Past-
get to the
Oh,
past big nose halfling dude.
you will have to literally go a full 90 degrees, walk behind him, and come back.
No, fucking word.
You will literally have to just deja vu around him if you want to pass by him.
Oh my god, use that reference.
So yeah, you walk into the auction house, a small bell dings over the doorway, as you find yourself now within a very lavish and very posh area. I'll bring up the map on stream.
Max, by the way, whatever magic ring this is that I have put on that is cursed, I am attuning to it.
Yep.
Just to let you know.
I know, it's gonna take a few hours though.
And
As the map itself shows, you can basically see this very large kind of on-off marble area. There's a very large wooden bar before you, by bar I mean like a tabletop, and behind it sits a fire ganassi, who is slowly polishing his nails, these very almost similar to talons made of black basalt.
Where
He's
are
the only person around.
He's the only person in there currently. He hears the door, he doesn't give you much mind. On the shelves themselves, you can see like oddities and charms and tools and stuff for sale in general. And you can kind of see like where the till would be, where he would kind of like think a very medieval kind of cash register to an extent. There is the name
He's
of
the
the.
curator, correct?
He is a employee. He's not directly the curator.
I nudge Jiltrix and I just go, I'm not speaking.
I'm fucking right. You're not.
Just a little bit, maybe.
Oh god.
Matt?
Yes.
Where are at the moment Natsu, Heletan, and Ushter? Did we separate?
You are all
Because I
with
got a
them.
bit
You're
confused.
acting as bodyguards. You basically all five of you walk in, but Illidan
Oh, okay.
is
I-
kind of like prowling.
Unless one of you wants to stay on watch out guard.
Okay.
For any reason, if they do.
Maybe, yeah. Well, at the moment, Natsu is feeling a bit uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable how?
The whole idea of an auction, being chained,
Being
is
chained.
not something
Okay, roll
of,
for
of
you're not
you
chained.
guys
You're not chained up.
suggesting of him, of you suggesting that he would get sorry, much chained with a collar.
Okay, roll
you
for
can
PTSD.
know-
Just okay. Natsu, relax.
Yes.
Roll for PTSD.
What do I roll?
A intelligence saving throw.
God.
Please no.
Hello.
How much did you get?
Second.
Do you need an adult?
She's more adult than all of us.
That's the sad part.
I don't appreciate the sarcasm. 22.
Alright, 22.
No, I'm not. Never mind.
You are beginning to kind of stomach down this feeling, this remembering of your previous life. As you manage to kind of keep your cool, you take a long breath and you attempt to keep your composure. What do the rest of you
Okay.
do?
I begin walking up to the fire genasi with Jiltrix in hand, like, and just looking down at her and looking at the genasi.
God, this is uncomfortable.
As you move
I-
up towards them,
There's
your
a look in
free,
Finney's eyes that he says he agrees.
your shoes begin to squeak upon the marble surface as you begin moving forward. The fire genasi kind of like looks up at you as you finally reach the till. Oh, howdy, y'all. Can I help you with something?
This is I was not expecting that way.
Dear, go ahead and tell him what we need.
That threw me off. Sorry. Ooh, okay, back it.
Are you making fun of my Genasi accent?
It's very foreign, I've got to say. It's not that I'm making fun of it. I truly wasn't expecting it.
I imported it from Europe. Oh God.
I'm sure.
You're
What's
wearing a
in
voice
Europe?
box. That's interesting.
What's in Europe?
What's a Europe? It takes psychological damage. Ah, I like the pain.
This has gone off to a great start.
How can I help y'all?
I was wondering, is this where we come to pre-purchase items on auction?
Oh, for that I'm gonna have to talk to my superior. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Maybe I can help.
Yeah,
the
I've heard
catalog.
you have a deck of cards.
His eyes narrow a tiny bit. A deck of cards, huh? That's definitely above my pay grade. Could you just wait here for 2 minutes? Let me just go get my supervisor.
Yes, of course, not a problem. Thank you very much for
He begins semi-floating upwards as his legs refuse to manifest, and he just goes into the back area. Do you guys wait?
just-
You can either wait. Do you want to do anything in particular? What's to wait, or
I immediately look at Jiltrix and go, "Are you serious?
what?
Do you not know how these things? You always ask for the catalog and see what's on it and what's not on it."
I'd rather get this over and done with, and then we can ask for your catalog.
Fine. I message him, Max, and I say, "Bring the catalog too." Like,
okay, weird
I don't know
voice
if
in
it
my
reaches
head.
I also, whilst he's not there, I cast Detect Magic from the Orb of Dragonkind underneath my fancy floofy coat thing.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
God.
Fucking.
You're in an auction house.
I know. 23.
You're fine, just barely, as the entire room suddenly feels like a rave.
I love it.
Is it still a rave whilst the magic is happening?
Yes, it literally is.
I
You've somehow
immediately drop
managed to
it.
find yourself in the rave. Okay, you drop it, and suddenly your senses are no longer bombarded by glitter.
Everything is magical. It's glitter.
Even the floor you're
Gold.
standing on is magical.
Oh, everything was magical. This is a beautiful place.
Just
I
sort
feel
of
like I'm
like
gonna
tap
vomit.
him on the shoulder, like, it's okay, dear, calm down. You'll be
I'm
fine.
gonna vomit. He vomits a little bit and
Do
then
you
just
need
swallows
assistance, master?
He's
No,
okay.
please don't use the word master. Just like don't. It feels weird.
Call us Brog,
I
man.
never thought I could be so flaccid by when somebody utters the word master.
It just makes me cringe. It just genuinely makes me cringe.
All right. So,
Just call me
after
Mickey D.
as you guys are having
No.
this conversation, the fire genasi comes back with his extremely filed basalt nails, and behind him, this very large troll in a business suit kind of walks. His jaw is very Rocky Balboa to an extent where it's kind of dehinged and just barely hanging on to his face.
I want to hear his voice.
I heard you're looking for cards, yes?
Yes, we're interested in a deck of cards you possess here.
And what little birdie told you about such item?
I look at
Honey.
Phineas and I say, I don't recall, darling.
You do believe that the way that things go is you don't really mention the little birdie. He just tells you. It feels unflattering to tell a person of where they find their little secrets from, in a way.
Roll me a deception check.
Couldn't Jiltrix have done this? +1.
Come on, Phineas.
I'm going to use my flash of genius to bump that up with a +5 to make it a 12.
Okay.
Just for the hope.
Okay. The troll is. Alright.
Work?
I'm pissed, but alright. The troll kind of like shrugs for a tiny bit, and he's like, that makes sense in some places. But I do not. Well, we do not talk in open. Such item and such artifacts, it is best to talk in better area, yes?
Yes.
He kind of looks up and sees the cat struggling with his suit as he's kind of like pawing at his collar, letting the heat out. Ushter, what would you be doing right now?
Oster!
Ushter is currently having a loading thing above his head, and then there's Helatana, who is just. Helatana, who is very, very
noises from his mouth.
confused.
Following silently.
Following silently, okay?
Do you have a helmet?
Halatan, I'm basically keeping an eye on both Natsu and Phineas.
Very well.
The
You
lack
guys are in full gear. Do you have like helmets on and stuff? It's like, or no?
No, you guys will not have helmets for all three of you.
Damn it. Never mind. Continue, Max. Sorry.
For
out in
your,
the-
he looks up, sees them, your help. I am afraid I cannot allow them. You two seem of certain, je ne sais quoi. Yes?
Yes.
Very
I
well.
would be more comfortable if they could come along. Could they not?
We have
They're
one
just
at least
a
waiting
help
outside the
them.
door.
For the sake of
They're simply
security
a help.
and other things, I may not allow them to. It is company policy, you see.
Would they at least be able to stay outside so we can rejoin them?
That is
then?
completely fine. They may stay here. I will only pull you in through the hallway towards the safe.
Alright.
I message Phineas. Remember, I can message you through this spell. Don't forget that.
I
That's
look
all.
to
Can keep-
Jildrix and I go, I know, dearest, I know. We should always get the move on.
This feels so cringe.
I know. Phineas,
God.
there's a look on Phineas's face that is just telling him he hates every moment of this. Like, but
I
he's
love you. Like Jiltrix
Well,
in
me
character
too.
loves you, but like I would love a little brother.
who killed his father.
Yeah, but because you're fucking. But that's because that's the relationship you and Natsu have together. It's not the relationship that Phineas and Jiltrix have.
I do message.
Sorry about that.
Well, I guess on the way I message Helathana and I say, why don't you three go outside and see what you can hear? Don't do anything. Just or send Natsu. Maybe she'll feel a bit more
So-
comfortable outside.
All right, let's go out then.
Okay, so 3 of you go outside and the 2 of you are escorted into the inner hall. Yes?
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright. Both the Ganassi and the troll kind of lead you into an internal area. As you can see on your mark or your map, it's the highlighted hall. Can you see it?
Okay.
Mhm.
And now I get to send the updated map. Oh joy. One moment. For context as to why I didn't send it prior, it's so they don't basically metagame at what's inside. Where the fuck is it?
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, because it got disconnected.
That's fine.
As long as you're
Um,
back.
Welcome back. And there we
Thank
go.
you. Helitana,
Yes.
because you kind of like, did you tell us about your conversation with Phineas?
No, basically, that was a private thing, and then as soon as we go out, I will tell you. Yes,
Okay.
because we don't want to tell them everything that's going on. Basically,
Alright. So, as you guys are escorted into the hall, your feet are instantly met with this very grey and mute, but yet still plush carpet. Either side, as you enter, you see on one hand a large wooden door, and on the other, a large metallic door with a very robust lock. Directly in front of you, there seems to be this large vault door with 2 giant statues sitting either side of it. What do you wish to do? You are kind of being escorted in, and this is with regards to both Phineas and Jiltrix. They are the only people that see this currently.
I must say, exquisite taste here, Master Troll. I didn't catch your name before, and I lost my accent there.
It is okay. My name is Eugene.
Eugene, I can't say your name. Your
Eugene.
name is huge.
His name's
Huge.
Eugene. He's trying to do an accent. It's fine. Everybody
know.
calls him Huge. Don't worry about it.
Referencing someone, Max.
Alright.
Piss them off.
His name is huge.
No. His name's Huge. Big Huge. Oh god. My name is Eugene, but that is not of your concern. For now, I will show you the product that you mentioned, and then we will talk about how much you are willing to pay for such a relic. Yes?
Of course.
Sounds fair.
You guys begin making your way, and as the troll kind of approaches this large metallic door, you see him put his hand over to the dial itself, beginning to rotate it before stepping back. Both statues
Sorry to interrupt. Can I see the
You guys-
pattern he's using to open the door?
You guys
We're
have
not-
been left
we're
outside.
outside.
Okay,
You,
never
you
mind.
guys were left outside due to you being seen as the help.
On
Okay.
that note, can I really focus on what he's doing, Max?
Given
Like,
that
I'm
you're
trying to
actually
think and really-
semi-David Bowie with regards to your perception, by all means, actually have advantage to do so. Roll me 2 intelligence checks, take the highest number. If it's above a 19, I will allow it.
20 plus 5. Remember. 22.
22 is your highest?
Yes, straight intelligence 22.
You remember his exact pattern and you can replicate it at a later time if you so wish. As he twists them and steps back, 2 large animated statues now suddenly grow out of the statues on either side, both of which are wielding what you now recognize to be a hailblades? Halberds. Jesus, I cannot English. Halberds, which point directly at the troll. He utters a word in a language. Let me double check the language it's spoken in. Do any of you speak Draconic?
Yes. I do.
I do, but I
can
can't.
speak to dragons. I have the
Alright,
Orb
that
of
was very
Dragons that
fortunate.
allows me to speak to dragons.
I was very, very fortunate. I forgot you actually had that, but that's completely fine. Alright. So yeah, in Draconic, you basically understand the words obey. They kind of go back down, unanimating themselves as the large door slowly creaks open before you. And inside, you are met with this just large prismatic cube. You can both roll me a nature check to see if you know what this is.
Nature.
Glad I've taken nature now. A nature check? That
Yes.
is a 29, natural 20.
29.
What is this thing? And an 18 from Jiltic. So we both are like.
This is a... It is a form of black pudding, but it isn't exactly a black pudding. It is a translucent slime which is typically used to... It's something that you can technically grow out of a black pudding. It's something that is tameable and is typically used by shopkeepers to guard magical items from thieves, because the slightest touch with human skin will cause it to dissolve.
With human skin?
Any skin, anything that is considered to be organic.
Okay, sorry, you specified human
I
skin.
know,
I had to be
again,
sure.
sorry, again, my mind's a bit scattered right now. Anything organic is automatically kind of destroyed and or disintegrated.
That is a good place to get rid of bodies.
Yep.
That is also.
Sorry.
Phineas just remembers about the sealed black creature in his jar.
Did you just show it to the fucking thing and it's just like,
No.
Mama!
Yes. This was the prime.
This was a prop.
It is the mother slime, if you will.
Ooh, mother slime noises. Oh god.
Interesting. You are very high tech in this place.
We must be. We have many items here that many have attempted to steal before, and many have fallen into this trap. At that point, he kind of moves his hand to the side and he takes out these two solid gold tongs as he reaches inside of the slime itself, pinching something, and starts pulling it out slowly. You're seeing that the acid is kind of like fizzing away at the impurities within the gold tongs itself, as like a few hisses and bubbles appear. But as he pulls it out, he takes out this very large sack made out of chainmail, like this kind of bluish metal chainmail, and it drops to the ground. He puts the tongs to the side, reaches down for them as he kind of like wipes it slightly with his hand, and takes out from inside an object in a leather pouch. These are the items that you requested. Such a small thing, but such a big price, yes? What
Yes,
is
of
your
course.
offer? Not a lot of people know about this, only 4 families. I'm still curious how you heard of them.
May I inspect of it? Not touch it, of course.
It is against policy.
More like put it on a table and let me have a look at it. Just to verify maybe what it is
The
or isn't.
authenticity, if you will.
Exactly.
Very well. Kind of like there is a small table on the side which he puts it on, but he has a very weary eye on you, so any funny business and he will attack you, kind of thing.
Oh, no worries. I look over to Jill's Rix and I just go, I walk over to Max and I look at it. Like as much as a person can look at it and investigate
Sure,
it.
by all means, roll me a history check.
The wrong. Natural 20.
I also rolled a natural 20.
Roll again?
Yep,
Or,
we both have to
like-
roll again.
Well, come on.
Okay. Is this bullying?
It's bullshit.
This is just unfair.
Would anyone like to burn inspiration to make me reroll?
I have no inspiration to gift you.
But your hubby has.
No, I do not. What?
You got one for
What
saying the
did I give
recap.
you?
You narrated. Yeah, you narrated.
We actually gave you the inspiration.
You get it by default. I don't need to specify it. You have it. Do you want to use it?
I think I have. You can take it.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to reroll since Ushter burnt his.
Alright.
How much did you get, Phineas?
Do I get to reroll again? Or do I keep my 7? Well, plus 5, so 12.
Oh, so close.
May I attempt to roll a history check to see if I can figure some shit out? Why not? I'm there.
I
I'm
will allow
looking
you
at
to
the
give him
card.
advantage.
Roll again, motherfucker.
And if you ever call me a dickhead DM, I will fucking recall
Well,
everything
if it's
up
an
to this point.
advantage-
I have
If it's an
done
advantage roll, this would also have a plus 5, so it would be a 16.
16, you just make the check. Literally, you just make the check. You begin
Is
looking
it?
over the pouch as you see an insignia. More specifically, it is your family insignia, an old version of it.
Geopix visibly sees me cringe. Like, a little bit. Like, I just
the
go.
hand on your shoulder, like it's okay, chill.
Mm-hmm.
It is an old version
how
of
old
your
is the one?
family's insignia, more than likely over 400 years old. Not before, a few years after the reign of Chano.
We'll say
When
this is.
Fifi was beginning to start to take control.
Well, I would say that I now know why you put it on the table, and you're looking at me like you would kill me if I touched it, and I back away from it. Like very.
Are you
like,
pleased
and
with what you see, yes?
Wait,
Mhm.
actually,
So what is your starting offer? We accept gold, we accept house, we accept land, and we also accept slaves.
Max, can I roll like an intelligence check to try and calculate an actual value in terms of magical? Because my guy has an idea of creating magical items.
Sure. Go ahead.
Colossal nature of it.
Go ahead.
What would it be?
Insight. Let's say you have advantage since you're an artificer. We also accept
Natural
souls of the unborn. Natural 20?
What? Yes, I'm not kidding with you, Max. I'm very sorry today. I've rolled
No,
3
it's like
20s.
good. I'm glad you got this check. You know
You
that
are
the
going to
starting
die.
No, Phineas is
price...
going to die.
The starting price of this... One sec, let me just double check. Because I actually need to double check. Since you rolled a natural 20, I have to give you the exact price how much this is worth.
God, Phineas is gonna die today, guys. Like, seriously, bury me in limbo. That's like
You
just
go there
shove me in the
yourself.
You
cold.
always say that.
No, the scales must be balanced. I have rolled 3 nat 20s. That means 3 natural ones will be coming
Jinxing it.
soon.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Like,
Is Finn is very superstition person. Sorry, not Finn. Yes, sorry.
Superstitious?
Given that there are cards
Matthew
missing,
superstitious?
the worth of the deck before you is 75,000 gold.
We have that.
Yeah, I just Phineas has
I
this
look
look
at
on his
him.
face.
I look at him.
Yeah, he's
I look at the troll. How about a trade?
What trade? What you look for? I know how much this is worth.
I pull out one of those gold bars worth 33,000.
35,000.
35,000?
Pre-mint.
Yeah.
As you're
His
reaching into
eye-
the
okay.
cauldron, like, be careful. I grab your hand and I go, "Are you sure?" All right.
Alright.
And I let her do it.
You reach into it, and for a moment it feels very, very moist. But as you pull out the gold, your hand kind of gets dry, and you pull out a pre-mint bar, and you just put it on top of the table. His eyes widen a tiny bit as he looks it over. May I inspect it, yes?
Please.
As long as you don't touch it from a distance, of course. You understand why.
He kind of like reaches into his pocket and he takes out a jeweler's lens, the kind that just makes you see very microscopic detail. And he kind of like goes around it a tiny bit. He never touches it. He's very, very polite. He's very, very professional and everything. As he kind of like says, average price for this is 30,000.
30,000. Brilliant. How about... How
Pulls out another.
about 3?
3 for a deck. That is what you are offering, yes?
Yes.
35,000.
The Ganassi in the
30,000
doorway
gold.
is literally having a stroke as it's not believing her ears. As it's just like, fucking what, man?
Plonk out 90,000 gold onto the
Yeah.
table.
You just literally
It's
are
like-
there, whip your dick out on the table. They're just like, yes.
Keep in mind. Keep in mind.
I look at the troll and I'm just like, isn't she wonderful?
Like this character is built for this shit. I made Jill tricks to be able to pull this crap. I pull out 2 more bars. Stack them
No.
up.
I put the no. You pull out 3, and as soon as you're reaching for the other ones, Phineas just looks at you and just goes, "Wait." So, I'd say this is a good amount.
No, I
Meanwhile, the
pulled out.
world's
There are currently.
economy destabilizes.
Let me just clarify. There are currently 3 gold bars on the table.
All of which at retail without making too much profit is worth around 90,000 gold, and you're offering this to trade for the deck of many things, correct?
Exactly.
And if you would like to throw something funky in for us, as well as a little token of, nicety, that would be pretty interesting too.
Darling, we're still going to be at the auction. I'm sure we can afford any.
Oh, that is true. Could we have that Could we have that extra money as like fun for just in your auction? We'll spend more if anything.
One sec. Actually, this is a very good question because people in chat are asking. With regards to how much this is technically worth economy-wise, an average sailor, like imagine like someone that's just working on a frigate, or someone that's basically being hired like you guys were going to be in the pirate business, like the whole idea that you basically are going to go out even if it's just generally fishing, would typically make 2.5 gold per week. That's how much gold is worth. A 2.5 gold is the equivalent of literally staying at this Slutty Apple, the equivalent of this world's tavern, for about a week with bed and breakfast.
So if he's making 2.5 gold a day, that means all you need to do is the 90,000 divided by 2.5. It'd take an average man 36,000 days in order to buy that.
For this. Yes, this is for the very, very much. And someone skilled in a high, like somebody who's a blacksmith, somebody that is kind of able to make their like living, somebody who's very honed on their craft. Typically, they work via commission more than they would via getting salary, unless they're like an apprentice. An apprentice who is pretty good at their job would typically get around 7.5 gold per week. You guys, when you were working your pirate business, were essentially getting around 3 to 4 gold per week, because you guys were also making a decent amount of money. That's fine. Again, this is something...
We get rights to the booty. If we're pirates, we get rights to the booty. We all have equal rights to the booty.
It's fine. If chat has any more questions, do feel free. Again, you guys kind of caught this campaign at the midway point, so you guys don't really know how the economy works in this world. Plus, I tend to use my own economy. Different places have different economies. In this particular region, because it's a rich region, the prices are a lot higher. If this was in a poor lands auction house, prices might have been a lot lower. So
it's inflated by 1,000, if I remember correctly, right? That's the way up.
Kind of. Like, every single place has its different things, and also depending on the war currently. This place is untouched by war, and it has a lot of trade, whereas if you went to somewhere that's very war-riddled, it would be very low.
We have a pre-mint.
So
it's
yeah, you
400
guys
euro
basically
gold
take
bar.
out these ancient gold bars, which are worth a total of 90,000. He looks them over. I accept your deal. You may take pouch. Would you like to be doing this during auction hours or non-auction hours? For context, what that means is, do you want to be doing this live in the auction? And basically, the cap is 90, which you guys can get. It would be pre-scripted, because most people won't have that amount of money. But you're risking that if a family does have that much, they can out-snipe you. Or do you want to do it now, get it over and done with, and it never touches the thing? Do you want to basically have a dick measuring contest or not?
Yeah, can we have a minute? Just.
That is fine. We will leave you on vault and we will go outside. At that point, the troll kind of goes there, grabs the fucking Ganassi by the hair, like, come here, you little shit, and just pulls them away.
I immediately. Wait, does he close the vault or no?
No, it's wide open. He's still keeping an eye on you.
Okay. I turn my back to him and looking at the table instead of the troll, and I look at Jiltrix. I go, "Fuck, are we doing? What were we doing?" Jiltrix?
Eliza.
I'm hearing dial-up noises from her, and I'm Phineas is freaking out even more. Like,
Okay.
I message Max. I put my hands over my head and I cover my mouth as much as possible, and I cast message.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear.
us?
Yeah, we can hear.
Okay, so his mic is messing up a little bit. I don't know why.
That's fine.
Oh,
So
no.
what do you guys want to do?
Can you hear us though? Is it good now?
Yeah,
It's
I
better,
can hear
yeah.
you now. You're good.
We're just bugged out.
Yeah, let's go back up.
So we have purchased this legally.
Mhm.
I take the pouch and I hide it somewhere on my person.
Wait, we're doing before we do this. We're having a little talk. Are we doing this privately?
What do you mean are we doing this privately? We're taking the damn pouch now.
Okay, so you're
Exactly.
taking the pouch. Are you buying it before it hits the stall?
Yes, we're
Yes.
buying this before it hits the store. We're
Okay.
I
taking it
immediately
now.
look at the troll man and I
Mhm.
say, "I need a lead box, of course."
I understand.
something
We offer
opposite.
one. That is. What the fuck is that sound? Okay, that was weird.
They're shifting his metal from outside.
Alright. Do not worry. We will provide one for you. Ganassi, produce one. As he says that, the Ganassi kind of like reaches to the side and takes out this very large lead box container with very intricate details. You can see like this unicorn sigil on the side, kind of referring to the name of the company itself, if you guys remember what it is. And it's kind
Unicorn
of
trading company.
exactly. And he kind of like hands it to you. Well, by all means, you can pack it up. Once it leaves here, it will be able to be tracked by most magic. Unless you keep it in this box, okay?
All right.
Just a quick
Would
question.
you also
for
like to see the rest of the
buyers,
catalog? Maybe you'd like to buy something else.
Yes,
Yes,
that would
that's
be
what I would have
brilliant.
liked it the first time, wasn't that, dearest? I asked for that, and you
Oh, so my
immediately went to
Ganassi
it.
was a little shit, was he? As he literally backhands the Ganassi
look
into
at
a
the-
wall. Like,
I look at the troll.
how many times do I
before
have
he
to
does
tell?
it.
Uh-huh.
I look at the troll. No, it's my mistake. I'm sorry. I was so excited to get to see the deck itself that I honestly a catalog slipped my mind. Instead of viewing the catalog, though, would you be able to take us around and show us the items in person?
By all means, that is no problem. Okay, one sec, I have to bring up the map again.
I'd rather that than a catalog on the paper, than names on
That's
the paper.
by all means. At this point, Illidan, you have attuned to the ring.
Well,
Meanwhile, outside, what are you guys doing?
Waiting.
So,
I am
so
to ask.
Killing.
well, can I ask? Can I ask? can I send a message cantrip to Phineas to check on him?
By all means.
Dial-up connection.
What do you send?
Phineas, give us a status report, please. We're dying out here.
Okay, so hold on. This is not. I'm Phineas is trying
You
to think
would get
of
this.
ways.
You would be beginning to get this as you're walking out of the vault.
Okay. Got. That was a great steal, dear. We really bought it great.
Are you having a
It's
stroke?
just- Phineas just brain melted there, man.
Okay.
Phineas literally
Look at
begins to have a
Troll.
nosebleed.
I look at the troll as we leave the vault. Would we be able to have our help join us again? Obviously, I'm not too comfortable walking around.
I'm afraid not, but I assure you, this place is very protected. No chance of problem. Many have tried.
And swoops Illidan.
Batman
Have
noises.
any succeeded? Have any succeeded yet?
There have been no successes of yet.
Insight check.
By all means.
Is he
By all means. Roll me an insight check.
Imagine he's fucking lying about this. It's the easiest
What are
place to
these
break
rolls?
into the world.
24.
Okay. So
24.
I
Sorry?
keep. It's been like 2020,
You're not
6,
questioning it.
2019.
Embrace it.
alright.
No, Phineas is gonna die, man. Alright.
All
Or
right.
Will Wheaton is taking my rolls for me.
24. With a 24, you're able to base. Jeez, fucking Will Wheaton joke, really, motherfucker. Piece of shit. Alright, with a 24, you know that he's not lying. More than likely, either people that did manage to break in didn't make it out.
It's the gelatinous cube.
On that note, can you explain to me, whilst your Fire Genasi friend is explaining it to my lovely dear here, exactly what that translucent slime was? And how would one go about making it?
Making it is quite a feat. We had an alchemist custom make it for us. It was quite useful for us. It is, how does one say? His name is Ben. He has been a loyal part of the Unicorn Trading Company for the last 47 years, and he takes care of all the delinquents that attempt to do anything. Once organic things such as, say, this apple, he kind of like takes an apple out of his coat and throws it towards Ben,
He just
and it just
eats it.
instantly disappears inside of his mask on contact. Now imagine
If
what
you
that
tell
could
him not
do
to
with a
eat you-
bone. What?
If you tell him not to eat you, like he's your friend, so if you tell him don't digest me, could you get inside of him? And
We
you just
have
float
had
in there.
to, typically, it is out of his control, you see. Typically, you'd have to wear a glass glove to enter inside him if you want to take anything in particular out, or as you saw me with the golden tongs, since they cannot be dissolved.
I know what you mean by golden thongs, but my brain keeps going to the room.
He just wears them and it protects him. He wears the golden thong.
thong and walk.
The magical
Oh,
golden
thank
tongs,
you.
yes. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Max, whenever I respond to Helithana, by the way, can I send a message to just send the general message to Illidan to see if he's close by. I don't know if he is yet, and it's gonna be
Sure. Illidan?
Yep.
my dear.
One sec.
We managed to get it. Like, wow, that was so easy. And that's what he
It's
gets.
almost like I didn't make this difficult. It's almost like you guys basically did a shit ton of side quests and got rich. It's almost like this part is the easy part before the storm.
It's feeling that way with my rolls.
I look at the troll. It's a troll, yeah?
Yep.
Would you permit me a moment? I'm sure the help are worried as they never leave us out of their sight. Can we just go warn them, tell them we will be a bit longer? We did tell them it would only be a few minutes after all, and it might be a
That
bit...
is fine. My Genasi will escort you outside. You have the box in your custody. Please do keep that in mind. And many would kill for such an item. Many have, but it is far from the point.
Why not?
I'm
Why don't
assuming
you
this-
go outside, dear?
Wait,
I'll
hold on.
hold on to
I'm
the box and stay
assuming-
inside.
I'm assuming the box is as big as the deck of cards itself.
Oh no,
No.
the box is like a fucking Jesper's loaf. Not sponsored, but should
It's
be.
like a giant. Yeah, it's like a giant lead box.
It's literally a
Imagine
bread
what they
box.
carry nuclear
Smaller
cores in.
Can we get a smaller lead box?
No, dear, that's not how magic works. And I look at you, and I just go, and I just shake my head side to side. Why don't you go outside and inform the help? I'll stay inside here, and I'll look at the catalog.
Elisa,
look
for
at the
context,
catalog.
the the leadness, the reason why it's so large, that's all lead. The deck is
inches.
surrounded by like this entire mass of lead.
Or an inch of lead, I think. Is
It's
what
an
blocks
inch of
spell.
lead, but they go a bit further beyond and make it 5 inches.
Plus ultra, I like it.
Max, do I receive the message?
What message did you send, Phineas?
I sent him, dearie me, we managed to secure the deal.
Okay, then yes, you managed. You're there. Are you on
sent
the
me
roof or
gayest
something?
Message.
I can reply.
Yes.
Yes.
When you leave, I'm going to rob you.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is the next word that comes out of my mouth. Gee gosh, this box weighs a fuck ton. I wonder if I'll be able to run home with it.
If you'd
You want
like,
to
we
shoot
can
them in the leg?
offer you a courier service.
That won't be
You have a back
necessary.
entrance.
Back entrance. On the books, no. On the off books, yes.
Keep
I
that in
go
mind. I'll wait until my
outside
dear gets
next
back.
to Peloton and Ushter and Natsu.
You got it?
Yes,
What the hell happened?
we
Yeah,
got
okay.
what we needed. We're going to look around for anything else. You will have to stay here.
We should get going as soon
Oh,
as possible.
damn!
It's going to be a couple more minutes. Don't worry, we'll be fine. In and out.
Make it
It's
quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are left outside for a moment as Phineas is kind of escorted in. You enter this large area which seems to be parts of a army, if you will, like the arsenal. Sorry, not army. You see before you a large ram that is covered in a thin layer of dust, but the wheels seem to just be these beautiful brass wheels. Just really intricate in design, very much dwarven design. Right next to it, there is a very large grand piano, which seems to have not been touched in a while. Again, another little tear of thin dust. But you can also see that it is one of the first pianos that had the where you can put in the dotted sheets and it would start playing for you.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
On
Assuming at this point I've walked in next to him, yes?
not yet.
No? Alright.
There's a
okay.
reason for that. Remember, the Fire Ganassi is with you, and he is just there. He's kind of polishing his basalt nails a tiny bit. He has like this tiny
Fire
bit of a
Ganassi is
black
a
eye.
dude?
Max,
yes?
may I interrupt?
Yes.
In the meantime, while I'm just, do I have eyes on Helatana, Ushter?
You are seeing them
I'm not
outside
so
of the door,
outside.
yes.
Okay. I have 10 firecrackers on me. I want to make them into like a decent sized firecracker.
Survival check.
Oh my God.
No. I love Illidan, but he's
We're
just
in the middle of a
reckless.
mission and
28.
Illidan just decides to prank us.
28.
He
28.
did discuss this plan, and he did say he
Alright,
was going to
you
rob
manage.
from us.
You managed, no problem.
We have to make this look legit, so sorry. There
That's
may
fine.
be poison involved.
I'm sorry, what?
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 Don't
What?
kill us!
Right, so there was the magic piano.
Sorry.
That's
On the table, there seems to be this very large alchemical device that is dripping inside of several bottles, all of which have these different amount of pigments and colors within them.
What is this?
Am I rolling for a random DC in the background, as in does every challenge have a random DC? They have a modifier basically making them more difficult and less difficult, and I will basically it's like a +5, +10, +15, and then I roll to add to that number. That's how I run DCs in my games, unless it's like something preset. So yeah, sorry, let's continue. On the shelves behind him, you can see that there are a number of weapons, all of which include different shades of metal, more than likely spamming from Damascus steel to mithril. And along with all of that, you can also see on the ground several rucksacks and armor sets.
Rucksacks? So like special backpack?
Yep.
You've got a lot of stuff here, man. I really do need that catalog, to be honest, because it would take a lot of time identifying all these items, to be fair.
Well, I am kind of your catalog for this evening, and he kind of like begins explaining what everything is. The original dwarven door smasher, which is the first thing that you got thing past. The automated piano, which was something that was taken from a gnomish residence when they basically got bankrupt. The table itself is of elvish descent, made from the finest of silverwoods, and on top of it there is a automated die creating system. All the different bottles are actually dies. All you have to do is literally put in flowers and it will automatically create the dice for you. The swords on the walls vary from, as I said, different kinds of metals, so if there's anything specific that you're looking for, I'll let you know if it's there. And the backpacks on the ground stem from bags of devouring, bags of holding, bags of keeping, and bags of mourning. There are suits of armor that go from Damascus, steel, dragon plate, dragon scale, and finally go elven leaf.
Holding bag of devouring, bag of mourning. Jesus, man. You've got quite the collection here.
We do
Eugene.
our best. We also act as bank, therefore when people are unable to pay for their things, we go and we take what is rightfully ours.
So, have there been many families that were indebted to you of great standing, you know?
There were quite a few. Kind of like starts thinking to himself for a few minutes as he kind of begins recollecting. I think there were around 27 families which we had to repossess.
That's a lot, actually. Any key features, you know, just trying to.
Oh, it depends exactly what you are
Big
looking for. We have some things which are not left in catalog and actually will go on auction soon. Things that are for a certain clientele, yes?
I think I should wait for my dear if we're gonna continue talking on this subject, because usually money is more in her ballpark.
That's very fine. At that point, would you have wanted to come back in, Jiltrix?
Yep.
Alright, so at that point, as you're kind of having this discussion, she kind of walks in with the fire ganassi, who kind of like is just there, like, and just right there. There you go. We're already back. Hi, we're back.
Is that a backhand?
Max,
Yes.
if I cast enlarge and reduce on the box, does it make it easier to carry? If I reduce its size,
It won't work.
or does that? No, that only works on humans, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Organic
Never
matter.
mind. I tried.
It's fine. Understandable. Have a nice day. Your husband was asking me to see some of the more, let's say, exquisite items. Would you agree with him, or do you wish to get going, madame?
would like to see what else you've got.
Very well. At that point, he kind of leads the way over to the other side, which is secured behind the robust lock, as I mentioned. And he kind of produces this key from around his neck and unlocks it, promptly hiding the key back into his troll cleavage. Meavage, I guess, since it's a male cleavage, but anyway.
It's resting between his moves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you wish to do? He
As
leads you
walk in
in.
the door and the Janazi are doing that, by the way, Max. I just want to, like, Jiltrix is on my arm. Sadly, you're there, Jiltrix. But I lean in and I put my hand over my ear and I go, "Be careful with the black goop thing." And I just keep walking with her. I go, "Be careful of the black goop thing." And
Okay.
I begin walking to her. Say that into her ear.
Roll me a stealth check.
Giggle like he said something. And...
Roll me a stealth check, regardless.
Like, oh, you're so funny.
Stealth check.
From who? Me?
Yes, Phineas, you twat!
Okay. Oh my god!
Twat!
I am no. I am scared. I am scared of this. I have one more flash of genius after this. I'm gonna use it to make it fucking 13. No, 12.
You're both going to be rolling a perception check, yes?
In the meantime, I want to pull an arrow out,
Mm-hmm.
one singular arrow, and I'm going to coat it in a mild purple worm poison.
Oh my god, what are you
Mm-hmm.
doing? You're supposed to rob us, not murder us.
That is all. Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, this is fine.
Just to let you know, I'm pretty sure you have a black mamba poison on you.
I do.
Shut up.
I do.
He's gonna kill us.
I know. He's gonna kill me.
This is fine.
You can't see the look on his face. I'm scared.
Internal DM screaming. Alright. One of them hears you talk about the black pudding, and he's very confused, but he doesn't say much about it. As you enter the next room, you kind of see the fair Ganassi kind of move up to the troll and kind of like pull him to the side. They both kind of look back at you. Human, what did you say your last name was?
Didn't?
Then enlighten me.
Patterson.
Roll me a deception check.
Why are you lying?
It would be better to probably not say.
No, you should just be honest.
You and I
think
said,
somebody used-
Patterson,
What?
how much did you deceive, motherfucker?
Not at all.
I deceived not much. I did not say my name to him, and I just said Patterson. It was the
Roll
first
a
name that I
deception
remembered
check.
about it. I did 13.
Lucky 13.
Use my last flash of genius. 5, 6, 7, 8. Make it an 18. This will probably my. Yeah, I'm gonna use my last flash of genius to make it an 18 and hope.
You lucky cock. Okay,
I see that 11.
Patterson.
for fucking context, you absolute cunt of a human being. He has a +5 to his fuck off, and he. Okay.
Why not just be honest?
I'm honest, my dear.
Because you know her.
Okay.
Because I'm
This
I'm
motherfucker.
poisoning one of you.
Very well. I am not quite aware of your family name. I will have to look into it. With regards to what we have around us, and he kind of like starts gesturing, you see this very intricate kind of like makeup table that would typically be seen in like the chambers of a young maiden, and on top of it there is a mirror with a singular crack on it. This is where we keep some of the more rare items, some of the more interesting items, if you will. As he kind of says this, he kind of like grabs a sheet and he puts it over the mirror. The item I just veiled for you is a cursed artifact. If you look into it, a demon will appear behind you. It is something that is typically used for, is a gift for people that want to get rid of their enemies. To your right here, you can see, and he kind of like points out a large torture rack, the kind that you can kind of like spread someone apart, breaking their spine.
I need that in real life, Chris.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't, dear.
I'm just saying, it would be interesting.
I mean, I can just stretch you out myself if you want, but not in a sexual way!
No.
Just Twisted holds you from your legs, I pull you from your arms.
Wait, why am I involved? Hold on. Why am I involved?
Because I'd rather not
Phineas
have a
does not
car
consent.
involved. Jesus Christ. He kind of keeps explaining that there are a number of cursor artifacts. He points out that are you okay?
Yes, I'm not dead yet.
Okay. He points at a very large round table, and on top of it there seems to be this bound leather book with a very like typical kind of pentagram drawn upon it. And he kind of explains that this was taken from a witch's coven not too long ago. It is more than likely a warlock's book, meaning whoever holds it is able to gain the power of the previous wielder. And he then proceeds to show a number of orbs, one of which contains a black, withering ooze. And here, our final stop, we have what one could call a very large delicacy between those of nefarious needs. We have the summoning orbs. Creatures trapped inside for millennia by magicians and sorcerers alike. Such an item, and he kind of goes down the list. There's a red one which contains a... What the fuck is that sound?
Sorry. هذا نشرب الماء.
تشرب للماء المادونا تنسى مسك ترانسفورمر بلا WD-40. Please, thank you.
Okay.
Was just pulling out all the fucking stops today. Right.
Sorry, again, like, my ears are sensitive, please. And I hate random sharp noises. On top of that note, let's continue. Alright, so he begins kind of explaining there's a very large red orb, which inside of it contains a adult red dragon, a green orb, which contains a a kraken, a bluish orb, which contains a air elemental, and a black orb, which contains one of the knights that was possessed during the war of the first millennia. One of the 9 circle demons has been found to be the possessor of such the orb.
Does anything in particular catch my eye?
Who was the knight?
The knight, the name eludes me, but if I'm not mistaken, his name was, kind of like moves to the side and starts looking through his ledger. Sorry about that, Jesus.
What a rude troll. You demand the refund.
The name of the knight was Ember Frostbrook. It is not a name that you recognize. And the one thing that catches your eye, Jiltrix, is the Warlock book.
I approach the table.
You approach it sensually.
Well, not like that.
You start to flirt with the oak table. It blushes. Ooh woo woo.
Careless Whispers plays in the background.
No.
Copyright. JK.
Exactly.
There was not enough.
You kind of put like I assume you trace your fingers over the book itself, or no?
Yep.
You trace your fingers over the book, and there's this feeling of longingness deep down that you didn't know you had. This feeling of almost comfort, one that's just you're not quite sure what to make of it. It's almost familiar to you. It's very, very familiar.
I look at the troll. How much for the book?
You are a woman of culture. I knew she was smart one, not like many others who are killed when they should prove to be witch. Alright. That is, quite the collectible, if you know what I mean. Unless you intend to use it, I'm not judging. It is a total of, let me double check how much the price is. 27,000 gold.
I hand them another bar.
Oh, you're going to inflate the
No,
economy at this
she
rate.
doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, as soon as you're walking towards Phineas with a look and holding a witch's book, you do not have access to the cauldron.
The cauldron is shut for the day. Please try again later.
Dear. I think we should think about this. Like,
Darling,
we have
I
dipped
thought
into the
about it.
savings quite a bit already. No?
What is
Maybe a
one?
little bit of pitching, meta pitching, yes. But you know, you have a lot of charisma. You can haggle if you want to.
You guys can actually haggle.
Just
That is a
saying.
thing that you've done before.
No, I know. It's just, hear me out. This is why I'm not going to haggle this. My character is very complex, backstory-wise. There aren't many things that invoke emotion within her due to what she's been through. So the fact that this book does something,
It wets her
outshines
loins.
all else.
That is
Exactly.
fantastic for you, but Phineas just sees you walk up to a warlock book.
On a potion that costs 5 grand, it's way too much money.
And now you can have as many potions as you want. Now, I turn to Phineas. Darling, you've dragged me here on short notice to get you your deck.
You and I both know that we all needed this. And are you sure?
I am positive.
I can tell the broad wears the pants in this family.
Damn right I do.
I
Give
look
him
at
the
the
bar
troll
hole.
and I just give him this thing of like, don't test her further, and look back
The
at her.
Ganassi said this, and the troll is about to punch him in the face. Right in the face.
Well, I imagine a slap is going to be coming soon, dearie, but I do not think that we should. Is this really in your best interest from what happened in the past?
I think it is. I genuinely think it is.
Fine. Do we have
Back,
some
guys.
money left?
You got.
I messaged. I as I'm reaching down and I'm grabbing the thing out of the cauldron, I'm going to like stick my head in to pretend to look for it. I'm gonna cast a message. Well, not stick my head in, Max. Like dip my head into the cauldron a little bit and cast a message spell, saying to Illidan, really, really under my breath. No, actually, you know what? Fuck that. He doesn't. He's going to cast a spell, but he doesn't. He just pulls out the fucking brick and he just looks at Jiltrix and he goes, "Are you sure?"
I turn to the troll. Would you be willing to do 20,000 rather than 26? Considering we've already spent a lot here.
15,000 would be awesome price.
Roll 27,000 is the amount, and the bars are 30,000, by the way. So
But we did give you so much from before as well.
roll me a persuasion check, and you'll have bonuses to this, so it's probably an auto success.
Max, I have persuasion skill. Can I give her advantage?
You can, actually. You
Roll
can.
again, Jiltrix. You can do higher. You can go higher.
Ain't no check high enough.
Never mind.
27.
Jesus.
Okay, one sec.
+1. Hold
Wait,
up,
you-
wait.
It was 16 plus 13. Dear
now
God.
16 plus 13, that's 29.
Yeah.
I actually
29.
almost didn't make that check. Alright. Almost. Because the check was actually 24.
Yeah. If I'm 27 and
She almost made
29.
it twice.
Man,
I
we
made it
robbing the
twice.
place.
She almost not made it.
I will allow it if you give me one more bar.
We've given you 3, which would give us what?
Right.
20.
No. Dear, that sadly was probably paid in a commissions fee and a secrets fee
Indeed.
for all the...
We wouldn't
work
want
out
the
money
word
went
to come
with
out now that a certain dick left this premises, but if you would like...
Patterson bought it.
keep in mind we are going to have to reprint all of our propaganda. Now that you are going to buy one of the items that was about to be put up on auction.
Alright, I give him another bar of gold.
He hands it to you, he kind of like takes it to the side, puts it inside his bag, and he is like, that is all yours. If you'd like, I can attune you to it right now.
I would appreciate that.
She is the feisty one, yes? He says
You
this to
don't even
Phineas.
Yes, she is. And I
Okay.
just hope this isn't...
This is the part where it's gonna get interesting, and I'm sorry that I'm having so much RP with these people rather than the whole group. I feel bad, but it's necessary. Roll me
Your little musical number.
a D8.
Guys, got to
4.
go. IRL. Have work tomorrow morning.
That's fine.
Alright.
Take care.
Good night,
Bye.
Dad.
But good night,
Bye.
I'll automate your characters.
Yes, please. Oh, well.
We're
Oh, I'm-
puppeteering.
Natsu will be joining in. Tom.
I'm
That's fine.
still. Oh, join in.
Okay.
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Yes.
Alright. That's the wrong dice. Alright. So, you are kind of suddenly splashed in the face with this purplish mucus as you agree to be attuned to it. Your eyes roll back and you find yourself now suddenly in a plane of mist. In your ears, you begin hearing the sound of whispering creatures, softly beginning to almost touch you as you feel their silky touch upon your shoulders and skins.
I gotta stop getting myself into these situations.
Why are you here?
I don't know, my dude. I was just in an auction house.
Who does call?
Jildrix? I guess?
What is the reason for your awakening?
I don't know.
Are you not aware to whom you speak?
I unfortunately am not.
You take 4 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Please mark that down.
You see the visible hurts in Jiltrix on the outside or no?
Yes, like physically her nose begins to bleed as the troll kind of sits down, grabs a pipe, and begins smoking.
Got any to share, mate?
Depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for the swamp root, I can give you a small. If you're looking for the normal tabash, we ain't got that here. That shit is for pussies.
Swamp
You
root's
want
good,
some
and I
Garen?
just pick up a chair with him and I
Alright.
say, Janazi, fetch me a drink.
Sure. Would you, would a coffee be okay? Maybe some, or what would you like?
Whiskey
Keep in
on the
mind,
rocks,
Ganassi
thank you.
now has 2 black eyes.
whiskey on the rocks, thank you. And I just
Okay.
sit down.
And he just floats away. Meanwhile,
gonna
at
watch
outside,
this.
what are you guys doing?
Well, we'll wait. We're waiting, basically.
But do you guys do anything else in particular?
Look for a...
Oh.
I wanted to go just around and just I, words. What are words?
You tell me.
Things you
Listen.
speak with.
Usually a certain amount of letters that form that we recognize. If you want the
A
definition.
combination of letters that has meaning.
Part of a lexicon of which
Utterance.
can be of separate languages.
Oh my god!
And usually
We're
in different
we're
amounts.
suddenly
form
doing an
sentences.
English lesson.
I love how we took
Just
this
going
so
for
literally all of a sudden.
go around because
Okay.
that's what's is fed up of waiting. 1 and 2, he wants to tear off those clothes.
Roll me
you
a
can walk around
investigation
naked.
check.
It is very tempting, by the way.
To roll around naked.
Investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
All I'm imagining is like the song in her head. I want to break free.
Yes,
I want
pretty
to
much.
break free from these
Clothes melt
bonds.
off.
How much did you roll on that investigation?
Oh my god, 7.
You don't touch me.
You find fuck all.
Yay.
I do what?
You find nothing of interest. Alright, jumping back to the warlock scene.
Yay.
I love how it's physically not possible to see me.
Essentially, yes.
You're like
37
the
to
wind.
stealth. Dude, you're Batman in broad
I
daylight.
am the night! Alright,
you're
so
the
Broad
invisible
daylight.
man when he takes off his glasses.
you begin so slowly feeling that your feet are getting quite wet as suddenly water begins to seep from the ground under you. What is it you seek?
I'm so confused right now.
What is it you seek?
Good luck.
Well, a couple of things, actually. A comfortable life, smarter friends, my dead husband.
You take 17 points of psychic damage.
Of course I do, because I'm a smartass.
That's for the thing your
I'm
friends.
almost dead, by the way.
I'm aware.
Max, once again, I see her visibly jittering, right?
Yes, her face has gone pale.
Like, I go up to her and I hold her arms and that, and I whisper into her ear her husband's name. Like, really, I'm talking whisper, Max.
That's
Thank you,
fine.
dude.
Yep. Just, I don't know if it'll help or not. But
You
like, holding
heal
her
for
and-
7 hit points.
Thank fuck.
Just in case.
I will not let you leave here without a reason. Why are you here?
I don't know why I'm here. I literally just grabbed this damn book. I don't know where here is. I don't know who you are, I'll admit.
Then ask.
Who are you?
I am one that can provide, one that can destroy, one that has been forgotten, but one that will no longer wait.
The one who can't remember his name.
So much than I swear.
I'm just imagining.
You have
it rolls
disadvantage on
something
whatever your
really
next roll is, Illidan.
funny. Yeah.
Worth it. Worth it.
No. That was a good
Dick.
So, if I'm understanding this right, if I were to ask you for something, you would be able to help?
If it is within my power, I do not lie. If it is one that I can provide, I will see to it.
What would you have in return?
I will only ask that you do deeds which I cannot do upon the mortal land. Ways to bring me out of this forsaken land.
And how exactly am I supposed to be able to trust you? Because I've been dicked over by gods before.
I am no god, girl. I am no monster that goes bump in the night. I am no creature that wishes to fucking pussy you over with flowers and blasphemy. I am someone who's been dicked over, as you say, time and time again by those that pretended to have wanted me free.
And your name is? I'm gonna need a name here, bud.
My name is Nock.
Nock. N-O-C?
N-O-C, yes.
No.
Other people call me Null.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because it's nothing.
No, it sounds familiar, like he said this before. It's
Not to
that...
you. Oh wait.
No, yeah, I was in there
Yeah,
with
you were there. Yeah, you were there. Yep.
You're in the... Hold up. You're the
In the
giant
cauldron,
skeleton
cool.
dragon in
In
Purgatory?
the cauldron. Cool.
Out of nowhere, you suddenly choke on your fucking smoke pipe, you piece of shit. You take 10 points of choking damage. Shut the fuck up! Metagaming pigeon, away! Shoo!
Just imagining the fucking Hulk Hogan there, just giving me the Heineken maneuver, and the pipe sticks through the wall.
Exactly.
Essentially look into the mist, I suppose. You're the skeletal dragon from Purgatory, aren't you?
I have been called that before.
What you look like.
I go in many forms, many that you have yet to comprehend.
I'm sure.
So
Can you
what
bring
say
back the
you?
dead?
I have been known to bring them back, but I will not lie. They will not be the same as they once were, at least not when I summon them back from this form.
How different would he be?
If I had to bring him back whilst I am still trapped in this external place, he will come back as nothing more than a thrall, a vessel for me to use. If I were to be left free, then and only then can I give him back what he once claimed as a soul.
What about people that haven't been born?
Those who have yet to enter the land of dead or living are forever trapped inside land of limbo. You are aware.
So you're telling me both my husband and my daughter are stuck in limbo?
More than likely.
Okay, you bring back my husband and we have a deal.
I can bring him back as troll. Are you happy with that?
No, I'm not.
Then you have to let me out.
Alright. I'll do my best.
As you say
As
that,
long as you don't dick me over like the Raven Queen or whatever the fuck that shit was.
as you kind of say, I'll do it, at that point, a singular object falls from above you. Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
No. Saving throw, yeah?
Yep.
19.
19. With a 19, you manage to just nimbly jump out of the way. You're going to be taking quarter damage from this. Quarter, not half.
Okay.
Just need to find more dice, one sec.
Oh, more dice. Okay.
5, 6, 10, 16, division by 2, that's or division by 4 rather, that's 4. You take 5 points of damage. As this humongous dragon tooth falls in front of you. It slowly begins to shrink as the original gum and sinew of the tooth act like a necklace. You put on this as a sign that you belong to me. And then
Does it
I will
let me
grant you
flip
my
it?
assistance.
Yeah, okay, I'll wear it. I put the necklace on.
Alright? You put it on?
Dicked by the. I love how the like chat literally just dicked by the.
That's-
I'm
stuff
so
happens,
wrong
okay?
about it. It's what happened. Okay, it literally happened.
You did
Not my
technically
fault.
dick her over in the first place, but we won't get into that.
We dicked each other over. It's fine.
There was a lot of dicking involved.
Oh yeah,
Basically.
Hell of a Tuesday.
everyone was sore.
As you put it on, I am going to need you to roll me another d4, please.
Oh wait, hold up. I did a stupid
That was a nice roll, though.
2. It was a real nice roll, wasn't it?
It was real good.
So you rolled a 2?
Yep.
Alright, so you gain 2 levels in Warlock. You are Pact of Null.
Pack of null.
Of nothing. You have nothing. Alright.
Null, for
I
those that
get
don't
that.
know, Null is the... okay. Metagaming wise, Null is the god of the dead and is also the god of dragons within 3.5. It was sadly not very predominant in 5th edition, which is a shame because it's a very interesting concept. And I'm actually going to be working on a Warlock subclass specifically for him, which I'll eventually publish and you get to playtest.
Yay!
Nice.
Alright, and on that point, you're brought back to the land of the living. Around your neck, a dragon tooth begins to materialize. The string being nothing more than the decaying gum and rot of the null.
You could at least make it look pretty.
Haha, no.
Looks like Havan Hazan.
Oh.
You
So,
probably come to with Phineas choking.
Yeah. And the troll just hits you in the stomach, causing your pipe to go flying.
The hell just happened?
You have attuned to God. Is that not obvious enough for you?
No, I'm wondering why he's choking.
Oh, he is swamp root too strong in these parts for some of the lowlanders.
Yeah,
I swear a pigeon hit the window and it just made it go down my throat.
Coo, coo!
Of
Flies
course
away.
he did. Of course.
Alright.
Well, that was interesting.
Now, if you
So-
wouldn't mind, your time is up. I have to go set up for auction now.
Yes, of course. Thank you very much. We
By all
truly
means.
appreciate
I
it.
also recommend that you keep that book out of prying eyes. Yes?
Yeah, probably should.
You want to put
Do
it
I
in the
have-
box? With the deck?
I wouldn't have a bag or something on me, would I?
You would have like a rucksack, yeah.
Would it fit in the bag?
Yes.
Alright, so I've just put the book in the rucksack.
Yep, you do so. Okay, you throw it inside of your rucksack and you begin making your way out. Would you like to use back entrance or front entrance?
No, the front will do just fine. I want to get back to the help as fast as possible, to be honest.
You move over to the... why am I sticking with that voice? Jesus Christ, sorry. You move over to the front and you meet your help as you're beginning to make your way out into the street. Come back whenever you feel like. I do genuinely hope that you enjoyed your stay and that we see you in the future.
Sure we will. Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Very well. You guys begin making your way
Shall we?
down. You guys tell me.
So what took you so long, guys?
Just looking around.
Jiltrix bought
Mm.
something.
Yeah, what is it that you bought?
The cards. Now let's
Why don't
go.
we speak about this? Why don't we speak about this in private when we
Yeah,
leave?
we'll talk about this later.
Alright.
Can we
Hopefully
get
now
out of here?
none of you
Yeah,
got
well,
hurt.
Before that, as we're in the crowd, I message Illidan and I say, "Are you sure we're still going through with that plan?"
You guys tell
Safest
me.
bet. Up to you.
It's that.
Honestly, it's the safest route because now everyone knows we've got a big lead case.
Pardon? You phased out of existence, I think.
I think it's the safest bet considering now everyone knows we have a big lead case.
If you put a position where people don't think you have it, less of a chance of them trying to rob you.
But we just bought two things, and one of the things is going to be missing from the auction.
Yeah, but they know I bought that.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
So-
fine.
exactly.
They know the
We could
book
just say
isn't
it's in there.
but they're going to adjust it. They're going to adjust the catalog, so it doesn't make a difference.
Exactly. It'll make it look like we just had that book.
As all of this is happening, Illidan, roll me a perception check.
Out of curiosity, do I get advantage because I'm on the
Nope.
roof? Okay.
I'm not being an asshole, he literally sneaks
You're
up behind you.
giving me a roll of 29.
So, you gonna stand up here all day, or you actually gonna talk to a friend?
Fortunately, I can't remember who you are, so I can't really consider you a friend.
You
Feel free to
thought-
tell me your name whenever you feel like it.
Look, we're gonna be dicking around all day, or you're gonna finally acknowledge the fact you still got a favor to pay me.
So what do you want?
What most people want, reality. Money, fame, bitches. The list goes on.
I have neither of those.
But what I want from you specifically is something inside that little house there that your friends are currently so eloquently leaving. Letting you go in if you so wish, without a care in the world. There's an orb in there, in the room. The troll keeps a key around his neck, a large red orb. More than likely, it's more of a smash and grab. Keep an eye out for the statues and don't make contact with the mirror. You get that for me, we'll consider this favor paid. Once you do me a favor, I'll give you the justice of letting you know my name. He keeps on dragging from his pipe.
In the meantime, I have a current situation to deal with. But I will look into your orb thing.
You know
However,
where
if
to
you-
find me.
If you really want me to succeed, the more details you give me, the better. What's the orb?
The orb's a summoning orb, meaning if you crack it, it's fucking worthless to me. The creature can escape
looking
from
at?
it. You're looking for a red orb specifically. The contents of it, you don't really need to know.
See what I can do? I know where to find you.
I'll
Just
be
don't
in the
expect me to
bar.
be done. Yeah.
You have a week to get it. As for your friends there, stay away from them. At least for now.
I will, as soon as I finish my last little job.
As you finish that sentence, do you make the courtesy of looking behind you?
I glance over my shoulder.
He's already gone. No trace. No nothing.
Do I sense magic?
Nope.
He's just fast as fuck.
Boy.
Fuck, boy.
And that
Alright.
is where we're going to be concluding today's session.
I don't know why it was in the paper.
I know, and that's where we're going to be leaving off. Alright, Illidan,
Yeah, I was
we
excited
are
of
going.
shooting you.
Oh, gee, thanks.
At this point in time, Illidan, you're going to basically be having a solo arc with that character, but it will either be not with the party, meaning we'll do it between sessions or something, or we'll have like a one-off session like we did before.
Yeah.
And you can introduce the character that you made on the side.
Yep.
Okay? Alright. Thank you everyone for joining us for today's stream. We genuinely hope that you all enjoyed. Sorry if it was a bit slow in the beginning, I was still setting everything up, and they were semi-deciding if they were going to rob it or buy it. So yeah.
Funny face.
And with regards to the comment that I let them escape because I am a DM is a cuddly bear, and I quote, I've been a dick to them prior, they just got away with it because they played it smart. Because that could have ended very badly if somebody told them their actual last name. So yeah.
Hi. How bad would that have been, Max?
Oh, you'd have to fight the troll, the genasi, 2 animated statues, and Bob.
Fucking Bob, man.
What? I would have, because they would have known my name?
Yep.
Legally
Is my
changed
family
your
infamous?
name.
Your
My name is
last
now
name.
Patrick.
Your name, sadly, is one that is now considered to be on the most haunted, the most wanted. Your lineage, the fucking mind flayers want your entire lineage killed. And there are people that are traitors that even in safe zones will want you dead. Yes.
I'm really happy then that I have tasked Joko with the one thing that I told him is protect my family.
Exactly.
You cannot kill my family.
There are things happening between sessions that I'm not telling anyone.
No.
Like, yeah, that's fun. Yes, Illidan.
Just to check, because
Yes.
it's been a while. We've been level 9 for a couple of sessions.
Oh, the rest of you level up.
Awesome.
And I add 2 levels.
You
to my
add 2
warlock,
levels
correct?
warlock, but you don't level up in any other way.
Okay, so now I'm level 3 warlock, correct?
Yep.
Now,
Context as
here
why
in the
she's level
dungeon
3 is because she was a warlock prior but had her pact removed from a false god and essentially now got the +1 and now got a new god, hence why she's level 3 warlock. But explaining that to chat-wise. Alright, so yeah.
Quick question.
Yes.
But we did not level up. I mean, we just were standing there.
You still level up for the simple sake that at the end of the day you were still part of the group. The way I do it is that a lot of the time you guys will gain XP. There are items that can give you levels, and there are ways that you can have solo arcs which will give you a specific level in something. So you still gain the XP, regardless that you may not have had a hands-on thing, but prior to this session you did have a bit of a hands-on thing. Like example, when you guys were originally a Marita, you actually had a lot, but you hadn't leveled, remember?
Okay. Okay.
So essentially, once you reach a checkpoint, you level up. Like imagine this is your checkpoint, but you can't go back to that save. This isn't Fallout, so that's fine.
Okay.
Alright. When you reach a certain point, I'll be like, fuck you, have a level. Fuck you, have a level. If you find something specific, fuck you, have a level. Like, that's how it works. Anyway, we hope everybody enjoyed today's session, and we hope to see you here next week. If we're actually, shit. Next week, I am probably not going to be able to do a game. Fuck. Shit.
We
you
will
do it
have
on
to
Saturday,
see.
maybe?
We will have to see. Alright.
Work probably.
Alright. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.